Hi everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's all right today. It's Saturday, March 9th. Currently it's 55 degrees. High today is 61. Chance of rain 62%. It rained yesterday too. There was like a less percent chance, but it still rained. Winds at 4 miles per hour. I wish it would rain that much in the summer when I've got my garden out there, but it seems like it dries up in the summer. And I don't like having to use tap water, but what else are you going to do? Tap water just isn't that good for plants, unless you let it sit for, like in a jug with the top off. You can let it sit for, I think, 24 to 48 hours. I think it takes more like 48 hours, and all the chlorine and stuff will evaporate out of it or whatever. But I don't like to use it for, watering. But you have to. If it never rains. Okay, today there will be a massive grocery outlet haul. I haven't had one of them in a while. Gosh, has it been? It's been over a month. It's been more like 2 months. We just didn't go down there. I don't know. I mean, I was going by their ads. I get their ads in the email and any other type of, like that Angus Tuesday ad and stuff. I just didn't really see anything that just made me want to go down there, in their ads. So that's one reason. And we're trying to tighten our belts a little bit because of Joy having to pay her, premium for Medicare now. That really hurts when you're on a fixed income and you're used to having that extra $175. But it's well worth it to have her have some insurance so she can see a doctor and stuff and have some things done. And she's also got the supplement from United that we have, so it'll be really good for her. Okay, what's for dinner tonight? We got some corn dogs down at Grocery Outlet, and we're just gonna have them, just have an easy meal and some type of fries or something. Okay, I've got a taste test today, and I got this at Grocery Outlet, but you can find these about any store. Tate's Bake Shop. We've tried some of their cookies in the past, but I don't think I've tried this. They're all really good, but they're kind of expensive. These were $2.99, but they're expensive elsewhere. They're like $6 or $7 for a bag, but they're really good. Oh, this one is white chocolate macadamia nut cookies, and let's see, if you eat 2 of them, so there's probably about 14 in there. It says 7 servings, 150 calories for 2, 12% total fat, 22% saturated, no trans fat, 7% cholesterol, 6% sodium, 6% carbs, and no fiber, 22% sugars, 2% of iron. So, and I think they use, they just use like cane sugar, brown cane sugar. So, let's see. It's got 2 packages in here. Oh, I know these are going to be good. All their cookies are amazing. Let me put this back. That's where it was. Okay. Here's what it looks like. You can see the white chocolate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Very, very good. Okay. For nutrition facts, out of 5, I would give it about a 3.5. For taste, it's definitely a 5 out of 5. These are just awesome. Like cookies your mom would make. I love them. Great with coffee. I'm going to finish this. I don't like to talk when I'm... Yeah, I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, y'all. Those things are delicious. They really are. Oh my goodness. My sister makes that same type cookie at Christmas and sells them and gives them to friends and family and stuff, but she sells them too. And hers are totally awesome, but that is the closest thing to a homemade cookie. There is some. Get you some of those. All right, here's our jokes of the day. When I met my now wife, I asked if she was vegetarian because she really loved animals. She responded, "No, I just really hate vegetables." The kid had swallowed a coin and got it stuck in his throat, and so his mother ran out in the street yelling for help. A man passing by took the boy by his shoulders and hit him with a few strong strokes on the back, and so he coughed the coin out. "I don't know how to thank you, Doc," his mother started. "I'm not a doctor," the man replied. "I'm from the IRS." Okay, thought of the day. I generally avoid temptation unless I can't resist it. That's from Mae West. If y'all remember Mae West, that sounds like her. Okay, and I saw one. I think this was it right here. Yeah, I think this is it. This will be different. And it is... Step back into the past with our Colonial America quiz. So history class today. All right, let's see. I think you have to start. Okay. Which of these American colonies was known for its shipbuilding industry? Virginia, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Jersey. I've heard some about this. Like I said, I love history. I don't know everything about it. I just love learning about it and, you know, reading. I don't read books as much as I used to. I mean, I used to read them. I got a bunch of books, you know. Virginia, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Jersey. I say Virginia. Oh, it's not. I thought it was Virginia. I was ready to write down. Right. Okay, so, man, I don't know. Rhode Island, Massachusetts, or New Jersey for shipbuilding? It's not New Jersey. It's Massachusetts. So I started out learning something. I thought it was Virginia had a big shipbuilding thing. Shipbuilding is one of the oldest industries in the United States with roots in the earliest colonial settlements. Shipbuilding quickly became a successful and profitable industry in Massachusetts with its miles of coastline featuring protected harbors and bays. Okay, which of these was the first colonial newspaper in America? Washington Post, the Newport Mercury, the New Hampshire Gazette, Public Occurrences. Wow, I don't know. First colonial newspaper. Newport Mercury, New Hampshire Gazette. New Hampshire Gazette. I don't know, really, I don't. Public Occurrences is spelled with a L-I-C-K instead of P-U-B-L-I-C. So it makes it sound like it's an old-timey way they spelled it or something. So that makes me wonder about that. I'm going for that because I don't know. And it's right. On September 25, 1690, the first colonial newspaper in America, Public Occurrences, both foreign and domestic, was published. Although some English newspapers and single-page broadsides had been available to read before, this was the first true multi-page colonial newspaper. It says, however, it was suppressed after its first edition. So, well, it didn't last long, did it? What was the name of Penn who established the colony of Pennsylvania? Frederick, William, Adam, George. And I think I've heard something about this before, but I don't know if I'm right or not. Frederick, William, Adam, George. I'm going to say William. Yeah. William Penn, October 1644 through July 1718, was an English writer and religious thinker belonging to the Religious Society of Friends, Quakers, and founder of the province of Pennsylvania. Okay, next question. How many colonies were part of the Second Continental Congress? 8, 13, 17, 20. I'm really not for sure, the Second Continental Congress. I'm really not sure. 8, 13, 17, 20. I'm going to say 13. That's right. The Second Continental Congress was the late 18th century meeting of delegates from the 13 colonies that were united in support of the American Revolution. Okay, you got lucky on that. What was the southernmost of the original 13 colonies? Georgia, North Carolina, New Hampshire, Maryland. The southernmost of them. Georgia. I don't know if Georgia was. It wasn't. I don't think it was the original. Southernmost. I don't know if it was North Carolina was not one of the original. Maryland, New Hampshire. I'm gonna go for Maryland. Nope, it's not Maryland. Let's see if I was right if I'd have said North Carolina. Nope. So it has to be New Hampshire. Georgia, though. It's Georgia. That's awful south, But anyway, I missed that one. America, as we know it today, did not exist in the 1600s. It was a vast wilderness filled with native tribes and wildlife. Throughout the 17th century, early 17th century settlers from Europe began to land on the shores of what is today America and claim land for their countries. Okay, it just keeps going on and on. So it's Georgia. I learned something there. In which U.S. state was Plymouth Colony established in the 17th century? Plymouth Colony. Delaware, Vermont, Maine, Massachusetts. It's got like a picture of log cabin or something. Delaware, Vermont, Maine, Massachusetts. I want to say Massachusetts. Yep. Plymouth Colony, sometimes Plymouth, was an English colonial venture in America from 1620 to 1691 at a location that had previously been surveyed and named by Captain John Smith. It's got a big long thing about it. Which nation established the Fort Christina colony in Delaware? Established the Fort Christina colony in Delaware. France, Netherlands, Spain, Sweden. Delaware. I want to say I'm going to go with France because they were in Florida and they probably worked their way up there. No, it's not. My next would have been Spain. And that's not. My goodness. It's Sweden. Well, that's funny. Fort Christina, also called Fort Altina, was the first Swedish settlement in North America and the principal settlement of the New Sweden colony, built in 1638 and named after Queen Christina of Sweden. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I never knew I never knew that, so I learned something for sure there. I never heard of that before. Which U.S. colony was once called New Netherland? Okay, Georgia, Massachusetts, New York, Virginia. Okay, was it Massachusetts with that last one? Which was New Netherland? No, it was Sweden on that one. Wow, I'm gonna go with Virginia. Nope. Wow. How about? Oh, my first choice is Massachusetts. That's still wrong. I wouldn't think it'd be called New Netherland for. It's New York. Huh. Over 200 years, known as the colony of New Netherland, became the British colony of New York, which then became an independent state of New York. With independence, Dutch patroonships became English manors and the feudal system was abolished. Wow, I never knew that either. I'm learning some stuff, but I'm missing several. 4 and 4. What was the main crop grown by the Jamestown colonists? Tobacco, cotton, carrots, coffee. The main crop grown by the Jamestown colonists. And I could be wrong on this, but I was thinking it was tobacco. That's right. 5. Yeah, the most important cash crop in colonial America was tobacco, cultivated by the English at their Jamestown colony of Virginia in 1610. Tobacco grew in the wild prior to this time and was cultivated by the indigenous peoples as a stimulant, but after Rolfe became the most lucrative crop in the Americas. Wow. 5 right and 4 wrong. The Stamp Act of 1765 required colonies to pay a tax on what exactly? The Stamp Act. Printed materials, textiles, sugarcane, tea crates. To pay a tax, the Stamp Act pay a tax on what? Hi, kitty. Watch out. Yeah. Okay, sit down there. Tax on what? Printed materials, textiles, sugarcane, tea crates. I want to say tea crates because I know they were mad about the tea. Nope. So it wasn't the tea. Whatever they called that, the Boston Tea Party. How about sugarcane? Nope. Textiles. It is printed materials. The Stamp Act 1765 was an act of the Parliament of Great Britain that imposes a direct tax on the British colonies in America and required that many printed materials in the colonies be produced on stamped paper from London, which included an embossed revenue stamp. So they didn't like that at all, I'm sure. Well, I ended up 5 and 5 this time, but I really learned some stuff. That's pretty neat. I didn't realize some of that stuff at all, especially the colony of Sweden and all that stuff. I've never heard anything about it, that fort and stuff, so I think that's interesting. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's trivia time and morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Bye, everybody. Check out the massive grocery outlet haul today. Crazy cheap prices for sure. Bye, everyone, and God bless.